LoreWarrior Online, Urbanmech IIC. Overview. The Urbanmech was never very popular with mech warriors in the Inner Sphere, but the Urbanmech IIC has found a home in several clan second line and free birth units. The Urbanmech IIC is most popular with Clan Coyote, who have the only manufacturing plant in clan space that produces this mech. Capabilities. While Clan Coyote scientists were designing the Omnimech, the Coyote technician cast was looking at ways to upgrade the Coyote's existing mechs. The Urbanmech was the engineers' first project. They began by reviewing battle vids from the Amara Civil War to get a complete picture of the mech's limitations. They would first change the Urbanmech by replacing the old Lean-X 60 series engine with a more powerful model, the XT490 series, increasing the Urbanmech's speed by more than 50%. Next, the techs would replace the jump jets with newer Light Mark II series, increasing the jump range from 60 to 90 meters. Next, they reviewed the weapons, replacing the old Imperator autocannon with an Ultra 10 model and the Harman light laser with an extended range small. Finally, the designers would add case to the right torso of the mech to protect the pilot in case of an ammunition explosion. To make up for the increased weight, the Urbanmech IIC is equipped with 10 standard heatsinks rather than double heatsinks that are customary in clan machines. The newly christened Urbanmech IIC made an impact the first time it entered combat. Clan Burok attempted to acquire Coyote genetic material by raiding the Coyote's repository on Valin, and though caught off guard by the raid, the 18th Assault Cluster from Lambda Galaxy won the right to fight the Burok warriors. Fighting in the close confines of Mecha City, the warriors of the 18th proved the Urbanmech IIC's worth by repeatedly rounding the corners of buildings, firing on the Burok mechs and jumping away. After a drawn-out fight, the Burok warriors withdrew from the field without ever reaching the Coyote repository. Deployment. Both Omicron and New Galaxies of Clan Coyote have several units equipped with the Urbanmech IIC. Clan Snowraven, Ice Hellion, and Hell's Horses also field small numbers of this design. So, the Urbi 2C. Mass is still 30 tons, its chassis is a Mark 6 standard light chassis, its power plant is the clan model XT4 standard. It has a cruiser 32 but a max speed of 54 kph. Its jump jets are Clan Light Series Mark II, its jump capacity is 90 meters. Armor is Forging ZK11 standard, and its armament is one Type 9 Ultra 10 autocannon with one Series 1 extended range small laser. Manufactured on Beta Plant 2W, its communication system is Build 1685 Tacticom, and its targeting and tracking is the HT9 TTS. Stat-wise, this is a mech that moves 3, 5, and 3, with a 10 single heatsinks, as it says. It has an armor factor of 9 on the head, 11 on the CT with 8 on the rear, 8 on the side torsos with 4 on the rear, and 10 on the arms and 12 on the legs, with the Ultra 10 naturally being located in the right arm with 20 shots worth of ammunition, or 10 depending on whether you're double tapping. It has an ER small on the left arm, and then the jump jet spread between the torsos. So, yeah. Interesting note, Street Sweeper is spelt wrong on the arm. As you can see, it says SWEAPER, so unless it's supposed to be Street Sweeper as in Reaper? Sweeper? Or, because obviously to sweep something is SWEEP, but whatever, it's obviously just, I don't know, maybe there's something there that I'm missing, let me know, unless it is just a genuine mistake. Yeah, so the Urbi 2C, how to... without ranting. There's nothing wrong. Okay, so in the context of Battletech, it's perfectly fine. The idea that the clans would take what is arguably the worst mech ever designed, but there's a reason, there's a historical reason in universe why the Urbanmech exists. And that the clans would, or at least one of the clans would, take this design and go, well, can we improve it? Yeah, we can, and still keep it minimally, it's cost effective in the sense of we're not going to go crazy and remake this whole thing and it's going to be some kind of, super improved death machine. It's just going to be the clan version of the upgrade, essentially. So it makes sense. It's not very widespread within clan towermans, which will, again, make sense. Not many of the clans. You couldn't really see the really big clans wanting to nab this. Oh, we've got to get the design for the Urbanmech IIC, because they don't care. They probably look down on it, as a vast majority of mech warriors do. Unfortunately, this is one of those mechs that within the real-life community of Battletech has taken on this weird meme status. I don't personally get it. I'm probably just a crotchety old person. at the age of 39, but I just don't get why everyone memes all over the thing. It's almost like there are people just knocking one out whenever there's an Urbanmech on screen. It's a bit strange. I get the joke. It's so shit, but isn't it great because it's so shit? I guess if that's what floats your boat. But yeah, I just don't get the whole the status around the Urbanmech and all that. It always just was the cheap bad mech, but planetary militias and stuff could afford actual battle mechs, and they would be used in defense operations in, you know, urban centers, that kind of thing, or factory complexes and that kind of thing. So that was it. I never really sort of viewed it as much beyond that. Yeah, the Urbanmech, this is what it exists for, but apparently out in the wider world, it took on this weird life of its own, and I guess the internet's warped it and mutated it into this weird thing. So it's like it's borderline mascot now for BattleTech for some people, I think. Like, and obviously Catalyst have leaned into it a bit. It's strange. I personally don't get it. But whatever. Yeah, as far as the Urbi 2C goes, it's decent. I could definitely see deploying it, using it. It's not so deadly that it's going to obviously accidentally kill a player, for instance, if you're running an adventure or a scenario. But it's certainly going to give them pause for thought. You definitely don't want to get hit by an Ultra 10, you know, and even on a good day. Especially the fact that you can double tap that and turn it into basically an AC-20 hit. You know, but even 20 rounds of just standard fire is pretty good. It's not going to overheat. It's still, you know, slow as asses, but it's ever so slightly quicker. Which, yeah, as far as just a straight upgrade of the Urbanmech, it makes sense. So, yeah, it's decent for what it is. Thanks for listening. Bye.